Good evening, this is Ronald Allen, Managing Change through Effective Communications. And tonight's discussion, how many times will you, and you'll notice in the title, I put the word try in brackets and lowercase, and the word engage. How many times will you engage? And the reason why I mention that tonight is because that's what life really takes. It takes us to engage and engage and engage until we get it right. Thank you, Nevdep. Thank you for checking in. So, in order to give you a different spin on how many times will you engage as opposed to try, as we know, try is like a pseudonym for I may not make it, I have an excuse, I have a rhyme, I have a reason, and the phrase has become so commonplace, we underestimate its impact with those that we speak with. When you're having a conversation and your young child says, I'll try, and you say, you try your best, that is an excuse because we all try. On the other hand, those that engage immediately, and I've spoken about this in previous discussions, when you go to a kindergarten, a daycare, for young minds, notice I say young minds, they're always engaging. They're constantly engaging. And that's the stage I think we need to carry all the way through, way past my age. We need to constantly use and reaffirm that mantra, if you will. Hey, Anne, how are you? Good evening. It's a little warmer tonight, by the way, Anne. We're not getting the bad weather we're supposed to. So how many times are you willing to engage, not try? So first off, let's take the negative vibes out of our consciousness, out of our minds, out of our vocabulary. Christopher, good evening. Thanks for checking in. And now I'm going to give you the curveball, right? The meat and potatoes of this. It's not just about going after something. It's not just about trying to get that date, find that perfect dog or cat. It's not just about trying to get a certificate or an education level, justifying your mental capability to memorize things. Engaging means it's a process. And I'm going to share with you, 2, 4, 6, 8 process environments. 8 process environments I'd like you to consider going forward into the future. And then, in reflection, think of what was missing in your previous engagements that could have served you well. And you know, we talk about our service committee. Some people say, and they've used the expression, my 7 service men. Old hat. Why? 1, it could be female consultants, board members, committee, brain thinking network. 2, the 7 from a different person's culture could become 8, 9, 10, 12, infinite. My committee, my nucleus, is made up of 2 people, Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. Why? Because despite their privileged start in life, they came from nobility, from their own cultures. They looked at the injustice, the inhumane treatment of their own nationality, their own culture of people. And they chose, they acted, they engaged in making a difference. Didn't say change, making a difference. So we can do the same thing at our level. Some of you may have heard my expression, the macro level, I may not be able to impact. The micro level, I can get down on that, right? So, and maybe we'll do a macro-micro live chat one day, and I'll share with you what I really mean by that. Because so many of us get caught up with the macro, right? So anyway, so before I get to my 8 areas of engagement. You know, I like to start teasing you guys, right? I've learned this from social media and how you script your messages, right? First off, though, I'm going to give you 3 areas that we use every day. And I'd like you, again, this is really all about managing change through effective communications, is all about looking at how your intended objectives, goals, and outcomes are crafted by what's in your mind, the meaning, and then by what means do we approach them in order, and here's the twist, to get mutually beneficial outcomes with everyone that we work with. So if you're working with your animals, I just put my dogs out, right? Came home late. They didn't do anything. God bless them. They gave them a little biscuit each. Let them out one at a time because it's dark and I had some stuff to do. And they came back very quickly. So the intent there was managing that engagement. And we do these things automatically. So I want you to think about the following. When we think of consciousness, your conscious mind, you are being thoughtful in your actions. You are being pragmatic. You can be objective, analytical. You're using all your senses up front. Your smell, your sight usually first. Smell, but smell can come in and distract the visual. Your sound, your ears, your auditory, right? Your hearing information, and then your instinct. Now, when you use that, what is the percentage of favorable decision making? Then I gave you another curveball there. What is your percentage of favorable decision making? So on the conscious level. On the subconscious level, right? You know, I got a lot of notes here for this one, right? We're more instinctual. We feel it, we sense it, right? These are all, and we can tactile, right? So now it's a go, no go. It's a yes, it's a no. It's more of a feeling as opposed to external and analytical process, quantitative, qualitative, and we do it instinctively. Boom, 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 right? Now, the opportunity here is, are you conscious of your mind's process? And some of you are saying, oh man, I just came here for a good chat. I just came here for a cup of tea, a brewski or something, Some of us are kegger. I'm just stuck on this. Johnny Walker at, I think it's Costco, sells 5,000 drinks of Jack Daniels, not Johnny Walker, Jack Daniels. And it's like $2,500, right? That's why I keep using the word kegger. So that's where that's coming from. That's the inference. That's the input. So we got subconscious, which is you're more instinctual.